Hello and welcome to another video of the WordPress Tutor. In this video, I will be showing you how to write a blog post in the popular content management system WordPress. So the first thing we're going to do is go to the test site I've created. If you haven't seen this, I'd recommend watching some of the earlier videos where I created this test website. So I'm going to go test site, and to gain access to the backend, you always type in wp-admin. Okay, I've already logged in, so I don't need to put in my username and password. If I hadn't, I would need to put in my username and password. Okay, so to write a post, we're here in the WordPress backend. We're going to click on Posts. Now, the default post that WordPress always comes with is Hello World. You can see the title here. This is where the author would be. I haven't set an author yet. Categories is uncategorized, and tags is you can tag it with different words that pertain to your article or post. Here we have the date it was published, and right over here to the right is the plugin that I installed in a previous video called Yoast. This will tell you all the search engine optimization of the article, the title, the description, and this comes in handy when optimizing your article for the search engines. Okay, so this is a post. Sometimes there's a bit of confusion between what is a post and what is a page. A page is more like pages on your website, like the home, the about us, the contact. Those are different pages on your website. A post pertains specifically to the blog function in WordPress. So when you write a new post, it goes into your blog, and so you can keep writing articles and new information for people to check out when they visit your blog. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add a new post. Okay, so if you look here, I'll just give a quick overview of everything here. Up here is where you put your title. Over here is where you put the content of your article or your blog posts. If you're familiar with using Word, this shouldn't be too difficult. You can click right over here to toggle the toolbar. It'll give you more functions like paragraph, headings, different sizes for your headings, underline, and different functions that will look very familiar to you if you've used Microsoft Word or any other word processor on your computer. Okay, over here we have publish, we have format. This is specific to, actually this is new in the new WordPress. You can make your posts fit a specific format, like an aside, an image, a video, audio, quote, link, or gallery. Sometimes, posting has gotten a little more sophisticated over time. People have decided to, post different things, and this just helps to keep it in a particular format. Okay, and right down here, this is WordPress Seo by Yoast. This is a plugin I installed. If you'd like to know how to install the plugin, I've made a video called WordPress SEO by Yoast, or installing WordPress SEO by Yoast. And basically, this is what's going to help search engines find your article once you post it. So I will go through this as we write the blog post. And so I will get started, and this is going to be writing a sample post. For the topic, for the title, I'm going to type in cats and dogs. Okay, and so we've done that. Now here I can just write some information about cats and dogs. Alright, cats are, I don't know, cute sometimes and furry. Dogs like to fetch objects. I recently met a dog at a park, and okay, so, and I had him fetch a stick. Yeah, you can see I'm really just not typing anything useful here, but this is just for demonstration purposes. Okay, now one thing that I've just noticed that we have to do, and it's very good that this happened. You see I just have some text here. I might even Google some more text just to show you how, show you a bit better how this works. But if you notice here, this is called a permalink. A permalink is super, super important when writing a post. You can see it's http www.velveteenwebdesign.com/sites/test site/ whoa, what's this? Question mark p = 5. Nobody knows what that is. Basically, WordPress just gives this article a symbol, or a number, and this is what that means. Now, one thing that you should do, and if you want search engines to find you, is make this turn into this, cats and dogs. Because if your article is about cats and dogs, and cats and dogs is in your link, well, Google is going to say, okay, he has cats and dogs in his title, and he has it in his link, so this page must be about cats and dogs. Okay, but they don't know that if it's just a question mark p = 5. They don't know that. So what we have to do is change permalinks. Okay, you notice I just clicked right here on this button, change permalinks. You can actually do this in settings, permalinks, but there's a useful little button here that you can click on to change your permalink. This is a permalink. So we're going to go to permalink up here. Now, my favorite one that I like to use is post name. This just puts your URL link / post name. So like if your post name is sample post, it'll be test site / sample post. And so that's the one we want to use, is sample post. There are different settings you can use. You can put the month and name. That's actually not a bad idea too. Actually, let's use this one for now, because if somebody's searching for a particular subject, they want the most relevant, up-to-date topic on the matter, or article on the specific matter, and having the date lets the search engine say, hey, they wrote this post, June 2014, and it's about cats and dogs. So anybody looking for cats and dogs in that month will more likely stumble upon your post. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save changes. Now, if you want to do more research on permalinks, I'd welcome it and suggest it, because you could be writing articles that might not need dates, or you just want the sample post. You don't need the date in the URL link. So I'd recommend doing research and just kind of figuring out what permalink is best for your post and articles. Okay, so now if I refresh, let me just refresh this. Oh wait, don't reload. I'm going to just hit publish. You can either save draft. If you don't want your article to show up right away, you can just save draft. Let's do that, because we don't want to publish it yet. Publishing means it will go to the internet. Now, bam, you can see it says cats, dogs, 2014-06 cats, dogs. Perfect. And what's great about WordPress, you can even edit this in here in WordPress. So I want the link to say cats and dogs. Okay. So now cats and dogs is up here, and cats and dogs is in my link. Perfect. It's in my title and in my link. So now I'm actually going to do a quick search and see if I can find an article on cats and dogs. Let's see. Alright, maybe not. So I'll just continue with writing cats and dogs. Obviously, this article isn't going to be super optimized because I don't have enough content about cats and dogs. Now, cats and dogs is up here, cats and dogs is up here. I'm going to rewrite some more information. Cats, I'll write this article is about cats and dogs. Cats and dogs are furry animals that people like to have in their homes. Okay, and I'll just delete this because that didn't make any sense. Okay, so I will get to the SEO by Yoast. Now, this is where it becomes super important to have the SEO or a WordPress search engine optimization plugin. I recommend WordPress SEO by Yoast, and I'll show you why here. So over here we see this red circle or button. It says SEO bad. Okay, that's because we haven't really optimized this page for search engine optimization. We've done a few steps. We've put our title here, and we've put our title here, and we have cats and dogs in the content. Those are all important factors in having a good optimized article or blog post. Okay, so now we're going to go to WordPress by SEO, WordPress SEO by Yoast, and optimize our site even more. All right, so the focus keyword is cats and dogs. All right, so this is what you want, and all of a sudden we have green lights everywhere, which is very good. If you see a no in red, that means you have to kind of tweak something in your article or in your title so that it matches the focus keyword. Your focus keyword can be anything you want, but obviously here, the focus keyword is cats and dogs. Cats and dogs, cats and dogs. Okay, very good. And for the SEO title, we want cats and, see, all of a sudden it said no because I'm changing the SEO title. But I just wanted to say cats and dogs, my WordPress blog. If this was my website, I would type the name of my website. So like I'd write cat blog or something like that, you know. But I don't have really a title for my blog, so I'll just type in my WordPress blog or, you know, website. And all of a sudden it went from no to yes in the page title. This is how your article is going to appear in the search engines. Cats and dogs, my WordPress blog. And then if you don't write a meta description, which is what the search engines look for, is the meta description to post a specific amount of characters if somebody's searching for your article, then what WordPress will do is take the beginning information of your content here and put it in here. So it would be advisable to have a meta description. So I could write something more welcoming. So if someone's just taking a quick glance in Google or in the search engine, they see it and they say, oh, okay, that looks interesting. I want to click on it. So I'll write, this article is about cats and dogs. If you own a cat or a dog, you must read this article. Okay, and I could write something like, you know, if it was a better article, I could write something more enticing. You know, like, you know, habits. You know, something more enticing might be like, you know, 101 habits of cats and dogs. If you know, yeah, so something like that. Like if I own a cat or a dog and I saw 101 habits, I might be like, oh, okay, that sounds pretty interesting. Okay, and so now we still have the SEO bad. Now, sometimes you have to save the draft for this to update. So just save it. And so now we're yellow. That we have, it's still a bit poor. And the reason why it's poor is because we have less than 300 characters in our article. You know, sometimes I use, you know, just to test, or if I need some dummy text, I go to lorem ipsum, and I'll just select all, copy to clipboard, and let's see. I'm just going to paste some information there, save the draft, and let's see if it updates. Okay, see, now we're okay, which is pretty cool. So you can gauge, you know, how good your SEO is. A green light means it's awesome. So it's kind of like, you know, red light, yellow light, green light. And if you're not sure what your page needs, you can go to page analysis, and bam, it tells you right here the best way to get your page optimized. Again, this plugin, you know, is so amazing. Just looking at it, I'm just like, wow. It's like, okay, I got a yellow light, so I want a green light. So what do I have to do to get a green light? And bam, I've already increased my chances of somebody finding my article in the search engines. Okay, and you can fiddle around with these too. You can put a Facebook description, Facebook image, Google description, and I believe Yoast will, whenever you're posting your article on Facebook or Google, Yoast will do something to your article that supplies a specific description, image, or Google description. I haven't really played around with these yet, but feel free to. And this, you probably don't want to play with this. These are more advanced settings. If you're a web developer, then yeah, definitely, you know, this is some good stuff that you can use for search engines and crawling and different things of that sort. So basically, that's pretty much it for writing a post. Now, we want to publish it. This post has not been published yet. It's only been saved as a draft. So to publish it, and publish means it's going to go live on the internet, you just hit publish. And voila, it's published. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to my test site, and voila, cats and dogs. So Hello World is one article, and Cats and Dogs is another article, and it shows here I am as the author. It put John BWD as the author because I'm the only one who's the only user for this this WordPress website. Okay, and one last thing. Actually, I'll do it in another video. I'll do another video on how to add images to your WordPress website. Okay, I am the WordPress Tutor, and thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe below by hitting the subscribe button, and there will be many more videos to come. The next video I think I'll make is adding images to your post. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.